Hi, Sarah here with the layout process video for you today. This is for Crafty Ribbons and I'll be using that cute camper van ribbon there, which is from the new 2018 ribbon collection. I will leave a link to the Crafty Ribbons shop below for you if you wish to go over and have a look. So to go with my ribbon, which is my starting point, as well as my photo, which is a from a Christmas market where there was a camper van all with loads of decorations that was selling Christmas goodies. I've decided to go with the Fa La La collection because the colours match really well with the camper vans. The only one that doesn't work is the purple, but because of the length of the ribbon and the numbers there are, I could just trim off the purple from some of it anyway, so it didn't really matter to me. And it also kind of goes with the night sky anyway, so it's all good. So to begin with, I'm just adding some of that pretty red paper, and I'm just going to go through my 6x6 Fa La La paper pad and just keep layering up lots of different festive papers behind my photo. It only shows a little peek of each one, but it just gives a nice rainbow colour behind the photo there. I also decide to add a little bit of texture as well, so I do use my ruler to tear off parts of the paper rather than just doing a neat cut, as you could see I just did before. And I'm just going to layer up different layers, not all the same, behind my photo. So I'm just making sure that I don't mind them being uneven as far as size, but I want the spacing on either side of the photo to be fairly even. As you can see here, I'm just choosing which camper vans I think go best with my photo, and then all I'll do is trim down where I'm happy with where they are. I also want to make sure that I haven't got any half camper vans, because seeing as I don't have to have half camper van on here, I may as well have it neatly cut in between. And then all I do is use a lighter to seal the edges of the ribbon so it doesn't fray, and I basically use it like you would do some washi tape. So now I'm happy with my photo cluster. I'm going to add a little bit of mixed media to my background. I've gone with a black background because I think that it really helps the white background ribbon pop off the page really nicely, and it makes the camper van stand out really well. So I've just added some of this Heidi Swap gold texture paste, and once that's dry I can then move on to adding down my photo cluster. So I've just added a load of adhesive to the back of the ribbon to basically turn it into washi, which is what I do all the time. I love using that technique of using ribbon as I am a scrapbooker. So I'm now just adding all the layers together, and then I will also add some white. Again, that is so that there is a nice border around it so that it pops off the page against the black. So I'm just adding that final layer. I think it's the final layer anyway. And now, yes, and now I'm adding some foam. This is just cheap foam you can get from any craft store really, especially children's craft areas as well. You can usually find them in them parts of craft stores. And I'm just adding these little bits of foam. Doesn't really matter what colour they are. All it is to just boost my photo off the page a little bit. And I want to add some more of this ribbon, so what I'm going to do is just add a full strip right across the bottom to really show it off. And that's just going to be a nice border to balance the cluster at the top of my page. That will just go along the bottom, and then all I do is tuck it behind on either side, and there's also a nice black border at the bottom which again helps it pop off the page. Now I'm just adding some embellishments. None of these are stuck down. I like to add them on first and then I can just move them around. So I'll put more on first and then take off a few and switch them around, and then once I'm happy I glue them down last of all. And I'm just adding in my title there, which is from Pink Fresh Studios, Oh Joy, and I'm also adding one of the little Christmas trees from the same collection to balance it out nicely. I've added some phone tape on the back of my ribbon and some multi-matte gel medium to the back of my photo, which helps it stick to the texture paste because tape tends to not hold it as well. And then I've just weighed it down with a jar of something else I'm not sure what it is, just to help it weigh down so it adheres nicely. Just added a little flare button on there. I'm going to stick this gold doily and just tuck it in neatly behind my photo cluster. And I'm just going to add a couple of little stars here and there as well, I think. And I've also grabbed this epoxy sticker kit set, which is from Follow Lar again, I believe. And I'm just going to add a couple here and there. There's lots of tiny little stars, and I think they work really nicely in the blank space of my photo where it's the night, it should be the night sky, but it's in the city, so it's a little hazy. So I thought I'd just add a few cute little stars there to help that look a bit prettier where it's not so nice on the background. Now I'm happy with that. I'm just covering up my ribbon and the main focal point of my photograph so that when I add my Heidi Swap Colour Shine Gold, it won't end up anywhere where I don't want it on there. I do sometimes let the splashes go on my ribbon, but once it's on a ribbon it does tend to seep through, and depending on how messy or clean I want my layout, I sometimes cover the ribbon and sometimes I don't. So that is my layout complete. Here's a little bit of a close-up of what it looks like, and there will be a few close-ups at the end. So thanks for joining me today. Do like and subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and if you want to get hold of this ribbon, then don't forget to check out the links in the description box below. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.